Hi everyone, I'm Nicky Chon. I'm Principal Engineer at the National Acoustic Laboratories in Sydney, Australia. And today I'd like to share with you about how we've used generative AI to create lifelike virtual clients for audiology training and how this can elevate communication across the hearing industry. So we've developed something we think can make a real difference to help clinicians practice not just what to say, but also how to say it, and with a diverse range of patients. So the challenge in hearing care. So clinicians are generally well trained in diagnostics and device fitting. Tasks such as conducting hearing tests, interpreting the results, setting up hearing devices, and following clinical protocols. But the harder part, and often the more impactful part, is understanding each patient's motivations, concerns, and needs. What motivates the patient? Why are they here? What's holding them back? So real clients bring emotion, hesitation, and resistance. Now, these are the daily realities in the clinic, yet a lot of the training doesn't address them in a structured or consistent way. And even experienced clinicians can lack support when it comes to refining their communication over time, and this can lead to delayed treatment or unsatisfied patients. And this is the gap we're trying to address. So why now? Well, there's been so much development in the AI space in very recent years, as you all know, now especially around generative AI. It's opened the doors of opportunity. And we're also shifting towards more person-centered care in hearing. Clinicians need to engage more deeply with the individual rather than just treat the condition. At the same time, we face an increasing demand for hearing care, and there's a global shortage of trained professionals. So this is the moment to rethink how things are done. We need scalable ways to teach soft skills and at scale. So proud to introduce to you Null Virtual Personas, or Null VP. This is what we've built. It's a platform where clinicians can engage with AI-powered clients in lifelike, unscripted conversations. So you can practice taking case histories, explaining test results, managing resistance, or even trying out how to explain a new hearing aid feature. Now, the beauty of this tool is that you can experiment. So you can try being really soft and encouraging, and then try something more direct and see how the patient responds. It's actually really fun and engaging. It's also a safe space to build confidence and competence without the pressure of a real client sitting in front of you. So we've designed several key features into Null VP. The first is AI-driven adaptive conversations. So these aren't just basic chatbots. They're dynamic and context aware. They're crafted personas designed specifically for audiology, and they respond in real time, adapting to how the clinician engages. Now, the platform includes a growing library of diverse patient personas. Each has adjustable traits, and you can adjust the level of information sharing and response to recommendations in the current implementation. And by adjusting these, for example, by making the persona very reserved and very resistant to recommendations, you can increase the challenge level. We've also included features that support natural communication, such as voice input. So the users can speak naturally, like they would in the clinic, and what they say automatically gets transcribed. The system supports multiple languages, so there are a number of languages that are supported where you can speak in that language and the persona will also respond in the same language. So Null VP works in two modes. There's a supervised mode, which is really great for educator-led sessions, or a self-guided mode, which is good for independent practice. And as an online web-based tool, that practice can be done anytime and anywhere. And lastly, transcripts and summaries. So at the end of each session, a transcript and summary is generated, and that's really great for self-reflection, for reviewing, and to share and gain feedback from others. So here's one of our personas. Please meet Otto. He's a 60-year-old retired tradesman. He's proud, he's talkative, and he's a bit resistant. If you try to rush him or gloss over his concerns, he'll push back. So his responses shift based on how the conversation goes, and it can be quite varied. So we can take a quick look at how this might play out. Okay, so this is what the page looks like. We're having a conversation with Otto. We can press the microphone button and it listens and transcribes what we're saying. He responds in a very friendly and relatable manner, and we can ask him about his hearing concerns. We can go through the process to explain results and provide recommendations. And every time you talk to Otto, that conversation and his responses will be different. So NowVP is expert informed, it's AI powered and clinically grounded. The underlying engine is OpenAI's GPT-4o, but what makes NowVP unique is what we've built on top of that. So we've layered in our own persona structure, behavioural tuning, summarization. There's a lot of logic and constraints to keep the interaction clinically realistic and relevant. So it isn't just AI for AI's sake, it's domain specific and purpose built for hearing care. We've built in a lot of safeguards so that it stays relevant and on task. Now, our first version of NowVP was for education institutions, and we're really excited. It's recently been launched at the University of Queensland in their Masters of Audiology program. But NowVP isn't just for students. Well, universities see it as advantageous to use in simulation clinics to reduce reliance on role play and to help complement these sessions. But also hearing clinics have expressed strong interest to use it to help clinicians manage resistance, to build rapport, and to recommend devices in a way that aligns with their brand. It's also seen as a really good way to scale communication training across global teams in a consistent manner. And hearing aid manufacturers see potential of how it can be used to support clinicians in confidently explaining new advanced features clearly and consistently, and to be able to adapt those explanations depending on the client sitting in front of them. So for example, the way you might explain a new AI feature would be different from someone who's very tech savvy to someone who's not. So to summarize, we've built a domain-specific AI platform using GPT-4o as the backend. We have structured personas with tunable traits. And it's a system that supports real-time voice dialogue, multilingual use, and feedback capture. Now, it's already in use at the University of Queensland, and when we look at what's next, we're looking to expand more into commercial training into hearing clinics. We're planning to add more personas, including those that would fit conversations around tinnitus, cochlear implants, and family-centred care. So lastly, thank you so much for your time. I want to acknowledge the brilliant team Chon here who have been instrumental in creating this platform. And if you'd like to learn more, please feel free to reach out. I'd love to continue the conversation. Thank you.